tradition in the Indian society to save rather than spend. Those savings need to be managed. Jersey provides the preeminent jurisdiction when it comes to wealth management and the professionals that service that wealth.
We have a full range of service providers, from lawyers, accountants, fund administrators, investment managers, custodians. So a client can come to the island and be reassured that they will be able to have a one-stop shop, if you like, because all of the functions are available here.
Now we're seeing more and more Indian residents and Indian corporates using our services and requiring our services as India is opening up and becoming more global. For the reasons we've talked about: listings, setting up funds, cross-border M&A transactions, and now being able to take wealth, part of their wealth anyway, outside India, and using Jersey, there's many advantages to doing so.
The judge's decisions here are actually utilised elsewhere around the world as a benchmark. Jersey foundations, for example, innovative products which the regulator in the States and the politicians are supporting and helping create the physical presence that the professionals have on the island as opposed to other rival jurisdictions.
Tech has been doing business in Jersey since 2003 and established its full-scale operations to become its headquarters for offshore businesses 2 years back. The company is proud to be a technology partner with large blue-chip financial services brands in Jersey presently.
Jersey's time zone makes it very appropriate for doing business with India. When India is in the early afternoon, Jersey is commencing its working day. And as India moves to the end of its day and Jersey then moves into the afternoon, the American markets are opening. So we cover about 75% of the world's time zones. We have good connections with London. It's a 45-minute flight from London, and there are about 16 to 18 flights a day, so making communications very easy. And we have a very good telecommunications and IT infrastructure.
Indians are into family wealth. A lot of their wealth is pooled, so they quite like sophisticated structures. For example, the foundation that's just been launched as a product in Jersey, very innovative, something that would be very attractive to the Asian client base, and in particular because parents tend to have family pooled wealth from their parents, and the children all partake in the involvement in the family and its investments. It's a perfect vehicle.
So we're working on a cross-border merger legislation which would enable Jersey companies to merge back with Indian companies, which would facilitate an amalgamation of companies without incurring a tax charge. And we believe that's very important in terms of our working with Indian clients.
The Indian businessman is now looking globally, looking to acquire outside of India, and Jersey is a great platform for a holding company into European jurisdictions. Jersey has a flexible fund regime. There's many different types of funds that can be set up, and they're really positioned depending on the type of investor. So you can decipher the sort of type of fund you use depending on the investor, and therefore you can apply an appropriate level of regulation for those investors.
Jersey is outside the European Union, but it is still within a central time zone. It has a business-friendly tax regime. Most critically, Jersey is an English language state, unlike most European destinations, so it's very easy to work with. It has excellent digital and wireless networks and a very robust, sophisticated business support services infrastructure. That's very critical for running any businesses.
We have a number of businesses here who already have back office functions in India. They take advantage of the infrastructure that we have, both of telecommunications and IT, which facilitates that transcontinental ability to work.
We've got 3 entities that have set up offices and have staff and physical presences here. For example, Infrasoft, who are an IT house, who are very supportive and doing bursaries and student exchanges. We have Bank of India, who have been here for a number of years, who service their high net worth and wealth management structures through Jersey. And of course, the most recent entrant, Bhartiya Airtel Vodafone, who are the largest Indian mobile phone company, who are utilising Jersey as a springboard into Europe.
If you have any business model that can help the Jersey society to grow, and it is non-polluting and you are not crowding the island, I think you will get an extremely positive response in Jersey in terms of establishing your business.
Jersey, in my view, should be doing more to try and raise its profile, and JerseyFinance is doing that. There's a program which is started, and Jersey practitioners are now going out there on a more regular basis, which is great because I think it will increase Jersey's profile. It will allow the Indian businessman and the Indian professional to understand more of what Jersey can offer. So they're not focusing just on costs, because at present we find that a number of Indian businessmen will just look for their sort of most cost-effective route, which isn't always in their best interests, because Jersey has other advantages where they can add value, and that's what we need to try and get across more.
When it comes to doing business with any Asian client, you have to understand the persona, you have to understand the culture, and the only way you can do that is by physically going there. India is not a small continent, it's a subcontinent, and there's some very vast geographical spreads between the various business centres.
We're in India probably every couple of months, which allows us to be close to our clients and their advisors. It allows us to keep close to what's happening in India, the legislative changes there, and also how we can adapt around that. And importantly as well, we understand the culture, which is something firms in Jersey will need to be aware of. Doing business in India is relatively easy, but once you scratch the surface, you will find the cultural differences can be huge. One of the areas which Jersey, I believe, can work closely and develop a niche is where India is investing into UK or vice versa, because between those two countries they're very big investment partners. Jersey has always been close to the UK with how the practitioners do business with UK residents or UK corporates. And I think we need to build on that and try and really drive that home and develop the links with India, and for Jersey to try and sit in between India and the UK.
India is fast growing. It's accepted at the moment in the current economic climates. It with China are the two fastest growing BRIC economies. They have a massive middle class that speaks English, which is perfect when it comes to understanding and doing business with them, with English as the business language. The opportunities are vast. It's just a question of the Jersey professionals accessing it directly by understanding the differences in culture and the methodology of doing business and sourcing that business. I think it's a huge potential for the island. Also, likewise, it's a huge potential for the Indians in order to utilize a very high benchmark jurisdiction as their footfall when it comes to expanding internationally.
All in all, it has been a very successful venture for us, having come in Jersey many years back. Infosoft Tech provides solutions for trust management, including client front-end, CRM, accounting, bookkeeping, risk management, compliance, and enhanced reporting, and a lot of things which are related to wealth management and trust administration business. So Jersey, being a sophisticated business destination, it's a damn good place from our perspective in terms of benchmarking all of these solutions for global launch and global application.